Assalamu alaikum, pre-9th class. I'm your chemistry teacher, Ma'am Hira. Today is Friday and the date is 19th of June. We are reading chemistry's unit number 1. The name of that unit is Fundamentals of Chemistry. As we are on unit number 1, so we are reading the basic terms of unit number 1, and from those basic terms, today our term is empirical and molecular formula. What are we going to read today? What is the topic? Empirical formula and molecular formula. I have written for the better understanding of you all guys this empirical formula and molecular formula on contrast, so that you can understand that it always come against each other. It always comes in difference with each other. So the definition of empirical formula for the conceptual of you guys is simplest whole number ratio. What is empirical formula? In empirical formula we give simplest whole number ratio, whereas in molecular formula we give actual whole number ratio. For empirical formula we try to simpler the values given by them. We do simple by dividing them or multiplying them with a similar number, so that it comes into simpler form. It comes into the least form. This is the least form, 1. Alright, but in molecular formula we do not do such act, because we want the actual whole number. Actually, what is the number? We will mention that. Here the actual number is 6, we will mention that. Let me tell you, elaborate it more with examples. For example, for the empirical formula, of course, H2O is the formula of what? H2O means water. So there are 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. Can we divide 2 and 1 further? No, because there is an even number and odd number, right? We cannot cut them. We can only cut if both the numbers are even and both the numbers are odd. As we cannot cut them, so we can write it like that. 2:1 means the empirical formula of water is H2O. Next we have benzene. Benzene has formula C6H6. I have written the numbers 6 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms. Now see, you will get my point. These both can be cut because they both are the same. 6 ones are 6, 6 ones are 6. It becomes simple. It was 6 earlier stage, but I have made it simple and I have made it in the simple whole number and written in ratio. Simple whole number ratio means 1:1. So what will be the empirical formula of benzene? It was C6H6. No, the empirical formula is C and H. I have made it simpler. Similarly, our next example is hydrogen of peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide has formula H2O2. So 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 hydrogen atoms, after that 2 oxygen atoms. What we have to do for empirical formula, I will make them simple. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, it becomes simpler now. Is it clear? Moving toward molecular formula. As you understand that molecular formula is what? Molecular formula is the actual whole number ratio. What we actually have, I write the same number over there. Alright, H2O means 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, I will mention the same. Benzene has 6 hydrogen atoms, 6 carbon atom, I will mention the same. Next, hydrogen peroxide has 2 hydrogen atom, 2 oxygen atom, I will mention the same. How will you diagnose empirical formula and molecular formula? Empirical formulas are written without number into simpler form, whereas molecular formula are written with the actual numbers. Do you understand? These both are benzene, C6H6, C6H6. But for benzene, empirical formula will be CH, but molecular formula will be C6H6. Why? The reason is that we always show empirical formula in the simplest ratio, whereas we do not show molecular formula with simple ratio. We show the exact number of atoms with them. Alright class, I have given you 3 examples for the understanding. I hope you guys have understood what I am actually talking about, empirical and molecular formula. So let me repeat once again. Empirical formulas are the simplest ratio. We divide or multiply a number with a similar number to make it more simple. Whereas in molecular formula, we do not do such effort. We leave it as it is and write down the actual number which are written or given in your question. You have to do self-assessment 1.3 related to this topic and write them on neat sheets or neat copies as well. I hope you guys have understood this topic. If you have any kind of query, you can ask me. This is your teacher, Ma'am Hira. Let me excuse now. Stay home, stay safe, and of course learn this topic as well. Thank you.